No. Oh, hello there. Great to see you again. Sorry about all the mess. I'm trying to draw a picture of my great auntie Mavis Maker, the prize-winning singer. Yeah, but I keep getting it wrong. No, that's not right either. Oh dear. Yeah, I seem to have created a bit of a mountain of scrunched paper. But don't worry, it'll get reused for something. Right, come on then, I'm going to give it one more go. Come on, Auntie Mavis, give me some inspiration.
Yodeling.
Oh, hold on, everyone. Oh dear. But wait a minute, this has given me a great idea.
Try making a snowy mountain scene using scrunched up paper.
Let's make it. We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. Come on. Some coloured paper and some white paper too. A small piece of sponge. A glue stick. Some white paint. And some scissors. Phew. Whoa. Now, to make a scrunched up picture, like this one here, first scrunch up two pieces of paper really tightly. One light blue and one dark blue. Now unwrap them. And to highlight the creases in the paper, dip a sponge into white paint
And gently brush across the paper, making sure you go all the way to the edges.
And when it's dry, take the light blue paper and cut out a mountain. But be careful because scissors are sharp. Now to cut an easy mountain shape, simply cut upwards, and then downwards, and then upwards again, to make little triangle shapes. Now do the same on the dark blue paper, but start lower down the page. Next, stick the light blue mountain onto another piece of coloured paper. And stick the dark blue mountain on top. Now take a piece of white paper and tear out a rough rectangle shape like this. Now stick this to the bottom of the picture, making sure that the ripped edge is at the top. There! What a fantastic snowy mountain scene. Now all it needs are some fir trees and a log cabin. Tear out some triangles, squares and rectangles from some brown paper and some smaller pieces for the details. Now arrange all the pieces however you want. This is the log cabin. Now very carefully cut 3 more triangles out of green paper. And add 3 small squares of brown paper to make the trees. Now stick everything down with glue. Fantastic scrunched paper pictures! And there are lots of other ideas you could try too.
How about a volcano? It's made by scrunching red paper and rubbing grey paint over the scrunches. Or a surf picture. It's made by scrunching light blue, dark blue and green paper, then cutting out wave shapes and sticking a surfer on top.
So why don't you try making your own picture with scrunched up paper? Oh, come on!
Look, it's the shapes and they're sleeping again.
Let's wake them up!
What can you see hiding in the circles? Can you guess? It's a dog. Well done, Circle, but isn't it past your bedtime?
Those shapes are brilliant! That puzzle was really good today, you know.
Hockey here! Minute Maid time!
It's Minute Maid time! It's Minute Maid time, and here's what we're going to make today. A surprise spring bug! It's a bouncy bug that pops up to say hello. Now, to make one of these, you will need an old plastic pot with a lid, like one of these here. Any shape or size will do. 2 different coloured strips of card, a pom-pom, a glue stick, and we'll also need some googly eyes that you can get from an art and craft shop. I'll be back in a tick. I've got them. There are our googly eyes. Now, do you think it's possible to make this in just 1 minute?
No way!
Well, let's find out. I'm going to have to be very quick, but don't worry, I'll remind you how to do it at the end. Let's make it in a minute. Stop the clock! Right, let's get our 2 strips and put them together like that in an L shape. And then get some glue and stick them together. Now, we're going to make a paper spring by folding over one way and then the other way and then one way and then the other way, all the way along until we've got our spring. Right, I've got to go as quick as I can. Now this can be a bit tricky, so you might want to ask an adult to help you. Faster! I'm going as quick as I can, Tocky. There we go. Now if I put a big dollop of glue on the end here, like that, and then we can put our pom-pom on top there. Now let's give him some eyes. There we go. There's one eye. There. And then there's another eye. Let's stick him on. There we go. There! Now, if we get our pot and put some glue in there, we can put our surprise bug inside and close the lid!
Only just!
Phew! That was close. Now let's have a look inside. Only kidding, I knew you was in there really. And if you've got more than a minute, you can make some other surprise spring bugs. This one's got 3 eyes and eyelashes made out of paper. Or you could put 2 bugs in one box for double the surprise. A surprise spring made in a minute. Give it a go. Here's a reminder of how to do it.
Let's go back to the beginning and take another look. Take 2 strips of card and glue them together in an L shape. Fold the strips over each other again and again and again until they make a spring. Stick the pom-pom on the end of the spring and stick on 2 googly eyes. Put some glue in the bottom of the pot, push the spring in firmly and close the lid on your surprise spring bug.
Why don't you try making it in a minute?
We're here, Mr. Maker!
Oh, hello everyone.
Watch this!
I wonder what they're up to.
I'm light blue. I am purple. I'm dark blue. I am green. I'm yellow. I am orange. I am red. It's a rainbow!
Well done, everybody. See you soon. Now it's time to...
Frame it. Frame it. Frame it. Now take a look at this.
This brilliant picture of a snake is great fun to do and looks so good you'll be able to frame it. You'll need some old magazines, some tracing paper, some thin card, glue, scissors and a pen. To make your picture, start off by drawing a snake on some tracing paper with a black pen. Then rip up coloured pieces like these red bits from an old magazine. Now glue the red pieces onto the head of your snake. Don't worry about going over the lines. This snake is going to have red, green and black stripes, so let's rip some more coloured pieces from old magazines. Glue on your coloured pieces to make the snake stripes. Carry on doing this until you get to the other end of the tail. It doesn't look much like a snake at the moment, but here's the clever bit. Turn the picture over. Look, you can still see the line that we drew earlier because we used see-through tracing paper. Now very carefully cut out your snake and stick it onto a piece of coloured card. Glue on an eye made from a piece of white paper with a black paper dot in the middle and give it a forked tongue to finish your super snake.
What a brilliant picture! Why don't you have a go? And then... frame it!
Excellent. Oh, is that the post?
I've been invited to a party! Fantastic! And even better than that, it's a fancy dress party! Oh, I love dressing up. Yeah, the last party I went dressed as a superhero, and I really made a big entrance.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane?
No, it's me, Super Mr. Maker, here to fight boredom and fill the world with amazing makes! Wow, that really was super fun! But this time, I need to think of something completely different. Now, let's have a think. I really need to use my head. Hang on a minute. That's it! I need to use my head! That's given me a monster of an idea!
Try making a big monster head mask. It's a great way to dress up and have fun.
Let's make it! We'll need some things from the doodle drawers! Some coloured paper and card. A glue stick and a ruler. And some scissors and a pen. Whoa! Now to make your big monster head mask, like this one here, cut 2 green strips like this, about the same width as a ruler. Now these are going to keep your mask on your head. That's perfect. Now let's put them together in one long line and add some sticky tape in the middle to make one long strip. Perfect. Now we need to make a loop. So let's pick up our long strip and wrap it around our head to make sure that it's the right size to fit. Here it goes. Hold it in position whilst you take it off and add another bit of sticky tape to fix it in place. Now this is a bit tricky, so you might want to ask an adult to help you with this bit. There we go, let's see if it fits. It should do. There, perfect. Now let's just put our loop to one side for the moment because we need to make our monster's head. Isn't it good? So let's bring in another piece of coloured card. Draw a shape starting at the bottom edge. Now let's cut this shape out, but be careful because scissors are sharp. Ooh. Now we need to give our monster head some hair. And for that, we've got to tear some little jagged pieces from a different coloured paper. And then, just stick your triangles on top of your monster's head. He's a scruffy looking fellow, isn't he? Now we can give him some bushy eyebrows. Now for those, we need to tear out some bushy eyebrow shapes from the same coloured paper that we used for the hair. Now we can glue them to the bottom edge of our monster head. There! Now let's give him some wavy lines across his forehead with a black pen. Look, they're all wavy and wrinkly. Now, to make him really gruesome, we could put a bolt through his head. For that, we need some silver card, and we're going to draw two shapes that look a bit like the letter T. And now we can carefully cut these out. Next, we need to glue these bolts either side of our monster's head. So let's bring him in. There we are. And put on some glue. There, our monster head is ready. So let's bring back our loop that we made earlier and turn our monster head over, and we stick the loop onto the head by running some glue along this bottom edge here and sticking the loop to it. And when the glue is dry, try it on. Here we go. There! How do I look? I think I'm going to look great at the fancy dress party. And you can decorate your monstrous mask however you like. Ooh. How? This one's a werewolf with lots of shaggy hair and big pointy ears. But if you don't like monsters, how about a giant egghead mask like this with cotton wool hair and eyebrows?
Time to go! Time to go!
Toki, just quickly, isn't this the best make ever? Aren't I clever?
Big head!
Oi, hang on, you cheeky bird. Well, it looks like my making time's over, but yours is just beginning. It's time to put all this stuff back in its box.
If you like making things like Mr. Maker, visit bbc.co.uk/CBeebies for more ideas.